620 WSNR or its management.
This is AM 620 WSNR, Jersey City.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Just Enough Heshy show. How are you? Well, tonight we're all alone, and we're going to have a little problem because nobody's going to laugh at my joke, but it doesn't make a difference because I laugh at them, and I have nothing to, and I like to laugh at my own jokes. I have a really serious show tonight that I want to talk to you about, and we're going to talk about some serious issues tonight. I know you all hear me talk about politics, but I will get now into the more national politics and talk about the Trump issues. I'm going to also have next week, we're going to have a wonderful gentleman on our show called Baruch Cohen. I know him from when he was very young. He's a trial attorney and an Orthodox Jew, and he writes about how special, how his killer legislation strategies for lawsuits, business life, and avoiding Chila Hashem's being a lawyer. And I'm going to explain that to you as well, what I had this week with it. He's an author of some serious books, how David killed Goliath, an Orthodox Jewish attorney's analysis, defending the Jewish state of Israel. So next week, we're going to have an interesting show with Baruch Cohen, and I can't wait to get him on the show. But this week, I want to talk to you about issues. I know that the politics bothers us, but this is what the world is all about. Every single day, we go on with our lives, and we have politics and issues, and we're not handling it, and that it just gets worse and worse. But we're going to get into that in the show, and you're going to be able to call into the show if you want at 718-303-9090 to talk to me. Since I'm here, I have no problem taking any calls, but even though I have a lot to say, you could text me at Just Enough Heshy. You can Facebook me at Just Enough Heshy, and Twitter us at Just Enough Heshy, or just text me on my phone at 718-288-7844, and I might just see your thing. But our show this week is sponsored by $25 Rent-A-Car. It's located on 18th Avenue and Coney Island Avenue. You can get into the car Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, stay in it, and just pay $25 as long as you want. Minivans are $35. You can call them at 718-851-2000 or 800-2495-2495. Very cool. They're all used cars, so you have no issues with it. They're all very good. Again, $25 car rental. He's located on 18th Avenue of Coney Island Avenue. You get in the car, $25 a day. If you have insurance problems or an accident, he will help you and collect the insurance money for you. Again, 718-851-2000. Tell him Uncle Heshy sent you from the Just Enough Heshy show. They'll take good care of you. We also have Chamula Jewelers. Chamula Jewelers are a family-owned business for over 40 years. They're specializing in diamond engagement rings, eternity bands, and diamond jewelry. Or just bring your own jewelry to redesign or freshen up for a new look. Chamula Jewelers. They've got the sparkle for you. Yes, nobody's here to help me sing it. Anyways, you visit them at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980, 718-336-1980. Again, we have TTSales.com. You could get her at her website, TEETEESTYLES.com, or call her at 718-675-6842, 718-675-6842. She does hairs, makeup. She prepares you for your weddings, beautiful events. She's wonderful. She's just go to her. She's a professional, and she's busy all the time, and the prices are just great. Again, Tehila Tishla at TEETEESTYLES.com, or call her at 718-675-6842. And then we have my friend Ari Fleischer at Technical Difficulties. He fixes all your computer needs. You call him, you bring your computer over, he fixes it for you, or he ties into your system and he upgrades it for you. I don't know what he does, but he does great miracles to keep you running and not let you go down. He's located at 1504 60th Street, 718-259-4593, 718-4593, 718-259-4593, located at 1504 60th Street. Technical Difficulties. Avi Fleischer. Tell him Heshy Tishla from the Just Enough Heshy show called you. and I'll give you a 10% discount. Also, we have 777 Barbershop. This guy, Sam, is just great. He helps all the handicapped people. He has a handicap ramp. He gives discounts for senior citizens and anybody with special handicap problems. He's really a good man. 718-484-2499. 718-484-2499. Call him for an appointment. He's really busy. Now you can walk in your way to half an hour, but really he's very busy. And he's located at 4225 18th Avenue, off the corner of East 2nd Street and 18th Avenue, 4225 18th Avenue, 777 Barbershop, 718-484-2499. And then we have Green Line Building Solutions, located at 5318 16th Avenue on the corner of 16th Avenue and 54th Street, 718-871-0382 for an appointment. Again, 718-871-0382. We help you with all your building department needs. We help you with building department violations, courts, ECB violations, fire department violations. We help you file your plans, your permits. We make you plans and permits. We have architects. We have a lawyer in-house. We have expediters in-house. We help you pay civil penalties. We even help you with criminal building department violations and regular criminal violations. We're located again on the corner of 16th Avenue and 54th Street, 718-871-0382, 5318 16th Avenue, Green Line Building Solutions, or call us or just come in. And we also do other community service projects. As you know, even though I don't have anybody here with me, that's so it's for our commercials, and I don't know why we're down on my Facebook Live, but we tried getting it up twice and we couldn't get it, so I guess we're just going to do YouTube today. We have my joke and quote of the day. So I'm hoping that you listen. I hope somebody laughs at home because nobody's going to do it over here. Rachel promised this week she was going to laugh, but of course she told me she's stuck on the George Washington Bridge, so we don't have that. Anyways, here's my quote of the day. It is not who is right, but what is right that is of importance. You understand that it's not always that you have to be right, okay? What is the right thing to do? You know, sometimes you're right. You're right and the other person is wrong, but maybe it's just right for you to give in or right to help somebody or right to go out of your way. The right thing is always better to do. I mean, I can't give you any speeches or, preach to you, but we all know what's the right thing sometimes to do, and we don't want to do it. I have many times things that I'd like to do bad to somebody or say something bad, and we have to control ourselves. And the right thing is, even though I don't believe the right thing is good for me, but we have to do that. Also, that's my quote of the day, and I hope you liked it. Again, it's not who is right, but what is the right thing to do is of most importance. Anyways, here's my funny story that I liked. I thought it's very funny. I think my sister-in-law is going to like it. It's about my brother-in-law. He passed away, but he was a very funny man, and I'm going to tell you this story. We had now Thanksgiving is coming, I think next week, and so we always get together, my family. We started small, and now we have 50, 60 that come to Thanksgiving dinner, and they come, they go. We have guests coming, and you're all invited, by the way, to my Thanksgiving dinner, and I'll post it on my Facebook Live. My mother-in-law is making it. It's on Avenue, and I think it's Avenue X and Brigham Street, and where's that? I don't even know. It's near Napster. I forgot what it's called already. But you're all welcome to come. Pop in. We'll have enough food. I promise you. We always have enough food. I know my sister-in-law is cringing right now. What is he talking about, that crazy Heshy? But you're all welcome to come. And it's Sheepshead Bay. So you'll be able to come and have some leftover. Not leftover. We have actually real turkey, and I think she makes chicken too, and cranberries and all that other stuff. It's like a real Thanksgiving thing, so you're all welcome to come. And here's the story that what happened one Thanksgiving. We were having a family dinner, and my 6-year-old son Moishi at the time, my sister-in-law was just getting married, and he asked his new Uncle Herb, why are you marrying my Aunt Iris? That's my sister-in-law. So Herb replied, because I love her. Then Herb asked my 6-year-old son Moishi, why did your mother marry your father? And he responded, well, my grandmother says she didn't have a thinking cap on at the time. Anyways, that was funny. We all laughed at the time. I thought it was funny. And Linda's still with me after 29 years, so maybe it was funny enough for us to stay together. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to explain to you. Oh yeah, I want to tell you something else. I went to my doctor today, and I said to him, "Listen, man, I got to lose weight. I'm really big." And I said, "Can you give me the surgery? You know, they have this new surgery, the bypass, the sleeve. I really want to do the surgery. I want to lose the weight. I figured if they do this, they cut me, I'm going to get it done." And my doctor tells me, "No." His name is Dr. Bellaretta, a very nice doctor in the city at Presbyterian Hospital, and he tells me, "No, can't do it for you. I'm going to check you out, and I'm going to give you another test." He says, "You got to lose the weight yourself." I said, "Why do you think I came here? I can't lose the weight myself." And he's going to try to give me pills or whatever. I said, "I don't want it." He says, "You got to go on a diet." I said, "I know, man. I know. I've been trying to diet. Like last week, 2 weeks later, I've lost 10 pounds, and then all of a sudden I get on the scale today. I'm back up to 11 pounds. So I don't know. Maybe somebody can give me a diet, but it's not working for me anyway. I do it." Before I get to the main issues and what's going on, and most of you know, I sent out a video this week on a Holocaust survivor I went to visit, a Mrs. Reich, wonderful 92-year-old woman. And I passed it on, and over 1,000 hits on one show and one thing. And we're going to get to the phones. Whoever wants to call in, Dimitri will put it on hold. And what my problem was is that that she understood what was going on. But nobody goes to visit these Holocaust survivors. Nobody goes and cares that they're here with us. We should make it our time. We should go out of our way. We should visit them. There's a few of them, and they're so smart. You should have seen this lady on the video. She knew how to answer me. She knew how to put me in my place. Wonderful. It was only like a couple of minutes, and I passed it out. And I tell you, I got such a great response. I was very proud to meet her and happy she gave me a blessing. And I thank Mrs. Reich very much. I'm going to try to get her on my show. I'm going to take a phone call right now just for a second, but let's take a phone call. And hello, you're on the air with Uncle Heshy all by himself.
Okay. Yes, hello, Big H. This is Eddie from Dyker Heights.
Hello, Eddie, my favorite caller. How are you, my friend?
Okay, and I laughed at your joke.
Good.
And it was a joke at your own expense, so you're to be congratulated.
Oh, please. I always make fun of the family. I love talking to you, Eddie. I want to ask you a question, Eddie.
Yes.
Are you watching television? Because if you're watching television, it's on every single channel. Do you see what's going on with this Trump?
Oh yeah, I'm not on television. I listen to talk radio or as much as I can before I get ill from listening to it.
Right.
And I compare that to what I hear later. And you filtering out some of the exaggerations, you find out what the truth is, because if they said anything false, the left and the media would be on them right away. So that's how I follow it, Heshy.
But it's just first of all, it's just all over the place. It just doesn't end. I was watching television last week. Nancy Pelosi, or was it 2 weeks ago? She comes on TV and says, "We're going to get Trump, and because the Constitution in 1776, not July 4th, really was ratified in September, and we caught him lying in September, we're going to go after him." I mean, this lady is not running the country. Her state had fires. She's just so busy with this impeachment, the millions of dollars they're blowing. The country is being stopped. And it's not even that they're going after a president on nothing, but they started the impeachment hearings on another thing, on the Robert Mueller thing, on the Russia thing, and then they just switched it over to Ukraine, which really, today I was listening to the interview that they had with the ambassador, and they said to the ambassador, one of the Republican lawyers, you don't know for a fact what he said. You heard it from somebody who heard it.
Second hand, Heshy.
Not second, sixth hand already. And the guy gets there, and they say, "You're his star witness." He says, "I don't know if I'm a star witness." He says, "Why are you here? If you don't know what he said, you heard it from somebody else, and you were there." He actually met the Ukrainian president 3 times. He never, the Ukrainian president never told him that anything is going wrong to the ambassador, never complained. Why would you be there testifying against your own president when you don't have any evidence? Are we innocent till proven guilty? I know we're going through a trial, but a trial shouldn't even happen if you're innocent.
But that's if they're doing it on a moral and legal standard. These people are not. Anything goes with them.
It's just, Eddie, I'm so disappointed that they're holding up our town. They're holding up our country. They're just putting everything. I mean, President Trump doesn't really care. I mean, he's 70 years old. He's going to win again. He's happy. If he doesn't win again, he doesn't. But he's trying his best. He's going to fight them. He's letting his Republicans. And here's my funny part. They're going through all this, Eddie, right? And I want you to all hear this, my listeners. They're going through all this. They're spending all this time, all this effort. At the end of the day, the Republican Senate, we're never going to prosecute prosecute him.
Doesn't matter, Heshy. It's like whatever interference they could do, and hoping to distract him, they'll do it.
But the problem is it's not just the president. They're distracting us, the whole country. They're torturing us, and it's all over the news. You know, I was watching this guy on CNN News. His name is Farhad Zarqari. I don't know if you ever saw it.
Well, yes. And Heshy, you know where he used to be? He used to be on Channel 13, and you know Channel 13, PBS, is in with the mainstream media. So he's a I believe an Arabic and a leftist.
Right, and he's just crazy.
Yes.
And the actual man, and then I heard him go through one line. He says that, you know, in Europe they work less and they get more done. I really, did you ever hear such a thing? Is he just a stupid fool? I guess he's just an idiot.
I do believe that they think they can pull the wool over people's eyes, or enough of them.
I know I work 15, 16-hour days sometimes to pay my bills. I know I do pretty good, you know, but you struggle all week long. And he's telling me, no, only have to work 4 or 5 hours, and you'll be able to get more done. I wish that could be possible. It's just not. That means you're not doing any good to help other people, Eddie. It's just, I tell you something, the system just gets to me, and that's what on the main issue. And then again, I'm going to get a little angry at a lot of people that, you know, the Orthodox community this week. There was about a few of them, they for $25,000. Listen to this, Eddie. $25,000 a plate. They invited President Trump for a luncheon, and only a few people were able to talk to him, not the whole crowd over there. That's nice. President Trump is a nice man to go meet, just to go hang out with me. He made a nice speech. He hung out there for 2 hours. They raised $5 million for him. Now, my question to you, do you know?
Oh, Heshy, where was this?
This was right now. It was in the city. It was on Veterans Day, I think it was, and they had a private little meeting with these special rich boys, which is very nice. And you had a couple of our politicians over there. Mr. Deutsch told me he was there. I don't know. I think Yeager might have gone. I don't know if Yeager. I don't know where he gets the money. I guess he makes a lot of money working on all those committees that we never see him. By the way, I know you think I'm going to make fun. I know you think I'm going to go after Mr. Yeager, but this week they posted up. You know, the missing person notices they put on the TV all over the place?
Yes.
So they posted one with Mr. Yeager, missing person, please find it. It was going on, and somebody sent it to me, and I forwarded the post, and everybody thought I made it up. I'm surprised I didn't think of it, you know?
That's right.
Yeah, missing in action. The man is nowhere to be found, and it was so cute. People said, why'd you file this missing person? He's missing. The man has done nothing. Of course, he's going to show up next year before election time. But, you know, again, we had another suicide in our hospital this week. So we're up to 74. He doesn't visit the people. He only goes to visit them when they're beaten up, and it's all over the news. We have so many issues besides our local politicians, but I'm angry with these guys who raised $5 million to Trump. Give him $1 million. I got you. $5 million. Do you know what we could have done with the $5 million in the community? I went to a wedding yesterday where the guy just barely was able to eke out a nice little meal for his 40 or 50 guests, you know, and it was nice. We all sat around, we all celebrated with him. And these are the people that are struggling. The food centers, we have so many of them in Borough Park and Flatbush and Midwood. We have clothing places that are taking used clothing. Hey, we can buy so much new stuff for the homeless people. And then again, we have and here goes my preaching again. You ready, Eddie? Yep. No mental health, no drug rehab centers, maybe 1, 2 youth centers. It's just, it doesn't stop. And senior centers, I know we have a couple of them, but we're closing the Y. We're opening the Y. People are doing things, and Mr. Yeager is nowhere to be found, nowhere to be saying anything. I met our assemblyman this Saturday, and when I was walking to the hospital and to visit people.
Wait a minute, the assemblyman is Nadler?
No. He's our congressman. Our assemblyman is Mr. Eichenstein, a very nice man, and I always stop and visit him.
Wait a minute. You know, he was in a local freebie paper around here. He was also at the Kings County Conservative Party. He and Kalman Yeager.
Right. And the problem is Kalman. That's what Yeager does. He goes to these breakfasts and luncheons, but you never can get him in his office. But Mr. Eichenstein has his office open, and he does good stuff. And I always stop, and we have a nice 20-minute talk on Saturday. And you know, he doesn't want to brag, but I'm going to tell you something. There was a young boy a baby that was born and had a problem with his some kind of a cord. I don't know the actual medical problem that he had, and the baby was going to die. And Cornell hospital was going to do it, or and they're not professionals in doing what they were supposed to do. And he went on he started screaming at Blue Cross and Blue Shield and the health insurances. He got himself to the president to approve that this baby should be transferred, I think, to Boston or Chicago, Cincinnati, an expert place that does it. This guy went for a baby, just one little baby and a family, and he fought all week to get the health insurances, to get the planes, to get private funding. This is a man who actually took his time, not only just to help the community and the hospitals, but to help private people. That is what our politicians have to do. They have to care for one at a time.
How long has he been assemblyman?
He just he's just here for a year now. He was elected this term. This is his first year. Not only good start, he came with me to the jails to try to help people with their conditions. He wants to help us with programs when they come home to get them jobs. I like a man that cares and he has actually a liaison in his office to deal with the public that coming in, and he doesn't ignore you. You're right, he can't handle every problem, but at least he listens.
Yeah, well, so now at least you got a connection.
You know what? I talk to him every week. I preach to him. I ask him favors all the time, and he's always there. I am crying because right now, it's cold. Today, Eddie, it's actually cold. And a lot of people... Right, and a lot of people don't have heat. So you're going to say to me, oh, Heshy, big deal. They didn't pay the bill. Off, but a lot of them don't have heat because Brooklyn Union Gas or National Grid doesn't want to give them the gas. They're blackmailing the city.
But Heshy, they want to bring another pipeline, and Cuomo won't let them do that.
No, but they're telling Cuomo, first of all, he's going to let them do it. They have to do it. It's going to take 2 years, and they just want to. If they do it, we're stuck with them. We need to have it as an open forum. There's a reason why they didn't do it, and why did they wait to the last minute? The point is, what they're doing is, you're right, fight it out with the governor, go to court, sue him. That's what you guys have been doing. They want to raise the rates, but don't shut off the gas. You know how many people don't have gas? Governor Cuomo warned them they have to put on 1,100 approved people. I know, I have clients who don't have gas, people who are freezing today, who have children in their homes, that we're using electric heaters and putting in new electric hot water heaters because they can't get gas. How do we allow 1,100, forget there's more, I know there's many more. How do we allow 1,100 families not have heat in the middle of the winter? Forget that the NYCHA, who don't have their buildings that don't, 1,300 people that don't have heat, their boilers go down. You think they get punished or fined? If a landlord like you or me, Eddie, don't give one of our people heat, they'd have an inspector. One inspector, 50 violations. Then the building department would give us more violations, and we'd be punished, fined, even a criminal violation issued against us. NYCHA, oh yeah, we're working on it, but you knew the winter was coming. Why didn't you prepare? When in my building, I always prepare a few months in advance. I always try to take care of it. Anyways, we have other callers calling in to me.
Okay, thank you, Heshy.
Eddie, thank you for your call. You're wonderful. Have a great night, my brother. I hope I didn't make you crazy.
No, you didn't.
Good night, my brother.
Good night.
You're on the air with Heshy. That's it. Just me. Hello? You hung up. So anyways, that was an interesting conversation. Eddie, thank you for your call, and I'm happy you laughed at me. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, these are my issues. It's not just on the big political scene. It all filters down. And I know you're going to say, well, Heshy, it's always politics with you. It's always an issue with you. Yes, it is an issue with me. Why aren't we taking care of our senior citizens? Why are we raising $5 million when we could give them $1 million and have all the, if the money is there, if the people have the donations, and why are you letting people stand online? If you go to New Utrecht Avenue, you'll see Masbia, people stand online for food. We should be delivering them. I have a Rabbi Fish that every Friday he delivers to 100 families. That's what we have to do. We have to take care of our neighbors. We have to call when we see our neighbors struggling. But, this is what our life comes to, that Nancy Pelosi goes from Washington, runs over to some stupid television show and tells the whole world and makes fun of it. Yeah, we're going to impeach the president. I don't know really why we're impeaching the president. She has no law. She has no evidence. She has no basis. But we think that he threatened Ukraine president. The Ukraine president says not. They have some stupid transcripts of a phone conversation, which is not even true. And today I actually heard the star witness for the Democrats saying, listen, I didn't hear anything. I don't know anything, but yeah, I did speak to the president of Ukraine, but it happened because one of my assistants heard after conversation. This is what we're wasting our time on. Let's just say that the president was wrong, that he threatened. That's his job. I mean, didn't we threaten Iran with sanctions if they don't give away their nuclear plant? I mean, isn't that a threat? They can do whatever they want. Yeah, we're not going to give you money. We're giving Ukraine $500 million, $500 million. And you're telling me we can't tell them to investigate their, the whole Ukrainian government is corrupt. They were till now. This new guy is trying his best. They have corrupt police. They have corrupt thing. You put Vice President Biden's son on a committee or on a board of natural gas. He makes $50,000 a month. He has no knowledge of what he's doing. No experience. The star witness says, yeah, I don't think Biden has any experience. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, the president was wrong. The president was wrong to investigate corruption in another country by our vice president. It's not even that. We're not going to give you money that if you're a corrupt government. We're not going to give you money if you're killing your citizens. This is why America is so great. We do police. President Trump's job was to do that. Hey, man, if something is wrong over there, we're not going to give you the money. But it's not even proven that he held back the funds. He just said, can you investigate? These people are corrupt, and we want to make sure that there's no corruption going on in this gas thing. And again, we always have these issues, and this is what we're trying to get rid of it. Now, Mr. Nadler, you are our congressman. You should be busy taking care of our poor, our mental illness, budget meetings. You should be taking care of our immigrants. You should be taking care of the people coming home from jails, getting them jobs so they don't do bad things again. You're so busy for the last year or 2 years working on this impeachment thing. What do you accomplish? Really, what do you accomplish? Everybody says you're a good man. I don't really like you. I never really liked you. But at least get your job done. All day long we hear you this, that, impeachment, impeachment, impeachment. You're running this country and you're making us crazy with the stupid impeachment. Please stop it. Let's get down. Let's roll up our sleeves. If you want to have a whole list of stuff to go through, millions of things what to go through. Mr. Yeager, our councilman, he's busy with smartphones. Why Jewish boys shouldn't be getting smartphones, or why the yeshivas shouldn't, why they're worried about the smartphones. That's what you're busy about, Mr. Yeager. I just want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, my children are religious boys. They fundamentally believe in God. They're very synagogue oriented with their children as well. Their wives are very religious. They're very believing in God. And I let them have computers since they're 5. Watch television, have their telephones when they went to class already at 8 years old, so I should know when they're running around. If your parent is guiding them and watching them, of course, we can't watch everything, and of course they're going to do something bad, but you have to be there for them. They're human beings. They're normal kids. Of course, they're going to go through the regular puberty and the regular things, but again, if we have to be there to watch them, that's the problem. A lot of the yeshivas or kids, when they use the smartphones, they're not being watched, or they're being told you can only do this, and if you wear a different kind of skirt or if you wear a different kind of hat, you're a bad kid. Some of these young men, they want to be a little cooler. They want to dress a little bit nicer. Let them. Not everybody does it. Show them your way. And if your way doesn't work, don't let them slip, because all you're going to do is lose them. And this is what our councilman is busy with. Instead of saving our Y or fighting mental illness issues or getting us money. Again, young children not getting funding from the government. And I keep preaching it. Why? Because there's nothing else I can do. There's nothing else I can say. Today, my nephew came over to me. I was in court. I was fighting the Department of Buildings, and I had a lawyer arguing the other side. And she just came up after I tried to cooperate with the lawyer on the other side and tell her, yeah, I'm willing to adjourn the case. I'm willing to help you change the venue. And she still filed a motion to waste my time. And I saw what she tried to do is postpone the case again. And this is what a lot of the city agencies do. They push you off till you get exhausted, till you get tired, till your taxes go up. You're fighting the IRS. The IRS says, no. I had a tax issue, and I pay my taxes for the last, I don't know, since I'm 17, you're talking 40 years on time, ahead of schedule, never missed a year. And they got me on I'm telling you, about $350. And my wife was all nervous and wrote a check. I said, Linda, we're not wrong, but they exhaust you when you write your letters and your paperwork, and all you did is more interest, and you give up. And today I told the judge, when I was standing before the judge, I said, Judge, I like lawyers, but they're all idiots. They think they can play the game. They don't do the they don't do their diligence. They do a little research, and when they come unprepared, all they do know is how to push you off, and they exhaust you. And sooner or later, you're going to give up. And that is the problem. Even with the ECB courts, they change the laws, the administrative courts. The judges are paid and told that if they rule against us, they get $5 bonuses. Is that not disgusting, ladies and gentlemen? This is your city. And I'm going to tell you, you know how the city makes money? And I heard a very good line. The taxation through citation. They tax us by punishing us over and over and over again. I was watching a newscast, and a lady on the train was selling some, I don't know, sandwiches or some drinks. And the three cops, not one, a little young lady, maybe I would say in her 30s or 40s, trying to make a buck, 50 cents, $1 each, whatever her things. And they come over to her and they say, listen, either you give up your goods or we're going to arrest you. Three cops. Now, these three cops could have been busy watching pickpockets, making sure nobody gets pushed into rails. This is what they did. They arrested this lady, and then Mr. de Blasio, I don't even want to call him mayor anymore because he's not an honorable man. Well, we have to train our cops to do better. The Port Authority and the transit cops don't really know how to act like regular cops. Are you joking? Really, after all this time, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to treat their fellow citizens. I was watching a Facebook video how a guy was eating a sandwich on the train and a cop arrested him. He says, I don't understand you. These are the things you're worried about because you're not allowed to eat a sandwich while everybody's having coffee. They actually sell these sandwiches and sodas and potato chips in these little booths on the different stations, and you can't eat them or you go to jail. I don't know. Sometimes I get disappointed with the way things go on, and it's just politics and it's a game, and the lawyers are the only ones making money. And again, this lawyer argued with me, and I said to the judge, this lawyer is unprepared. I did what she wanted. When they called me to come to her venue, I went. Now I called her to come to my venue. She's just writing a motion to stall the time. I said, Judge, next year I'm going to be running for office, and what's going to happen is this is going to be just exhausting to me that I'm going to have to give up the whole case, and it's just not right, Judge. And this lady says, well, this is the law. I said, it's not the law to push a case for 2, 3, 4 years. Somebody goes to court, it should end. Why aren't these judges doing stuff? You know, today they had 70 cases on the docket that I went to. You didn't know you had 70 cases. You didn't know you can't do 70 cases. And if you did know that you could do them, then get it done. Just knock them out quickly or prepare yourself. A lot of these lawyers don't come prepared. I'm telling you, I was standing there. Half of the lawyers got up. Well, we want to have an application to adjourn. Well, we want to postpone. Well, we want to file another motion. You mean it took you 2 months to get to this case and you weren't prepared? God forbid any of us are not prepared when we go to our tickets, when we go pay our tickets, or we just lose. You understand, when we're not prepared to pay our taxes, we lose. If we're not prepared to pay our bills at the end of the month, they shut us down. What do you mean you're not prepared, lawyer? Just stalling a regular citizen, so we have to pay our lawyer more money to go back. You know, I know I'm hitting on the lawyers, and I like you lawyers, but you know, like I told the judge today, I have lawyers that work for me. You know, I just don't think that it's just because they're smart in doing research, they're just not smart when you hear them talk. Some of them are dumbbells, you know, and I had a lawyer come over to me, says, you're standing in a courtroom full of lawyers and you call all of us dumbbells? I said, because you're hateful little people. You come to court, you come out there to go after your opponent. This is a trial, which means both sides are standing there to preach their side. You should both go into battle fairly. You play dirty. You're looking to win on a dirty basis. The city of New York, when they come and sue you or give you a violation, they lie. Half of their inspectors lie. Today, I went to a job site and I saw how the inspector took the pictures. He climbed over a neighbor's fence, put his hand over and took pictures. And this is the testimony he's going to give that somebody committed something illegal. This is not the way it's done. They come, and then if you win the case, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, if you win, they appeal it. Now, you don't have the money to appeal because if you lose, you have to pay your fine, you have to pay a lawyer, you have to appeal. It's just not worth it. So they appeal it, just even if it's only a few $100s that you beat them, just so that it shouldn't happen again, that they can continue to issue these violations. This is our city. They waste our time. They pay 336,000 employees. I'm telling you, they have inspectors going out and you ask an inspector, hey, man, I got you. You're stopping my job. What do I do to fix it? He says, I can't tell you. I wrote your violation. You know what you have to do. When you fix everything, you call us. Go get yourself a professional. I said, but we are professionals. You're an inspector. An inspector is made to inspect and make sure that we did it correctly. You inspect we did the job right, not if we did it wrong. And there are many good inspectors out there that are cooperating. But again, if their bosses find out that they helped you, you're dead meat. And this is just wrong. This is the way the city does it. Time after time again, they just come after us. I was watching a commercial, and there's a guy, I forgot his name here. It's mesothelioma. They found a way to sue the city or to sue companies for billions of dollars, and they get on television and they're telling people, "Hey, if you think you have cancer from this mesothelioma, call us and we're going to get you millions of dollars." Hell, with the advertising and one lawyer after next. If you fall down or you were hurt or injured on a job, call us. What do you mean if you fall down? You know how many times people fall down a day and they're just suing? This is what they teach you. If you get hurt, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to get you $1 million and you never have to work again. You can get on workman's compensation. My God. Hold on. Let's take a phone call. Hello, you're on the air with Heshy, who is ranting and raving tonight. How are you?
Heshy, ranting and raving about who? I haven't had the radio on.
Oh, Rachel, of course you don't. You don't listen to your own program, Rachel. How are you, my darling? You're late again, and I told everybody you broke down on the George Washington Bridge and you missed us.
That is 100% true. I actually thought you'd come with a horse and wagon and,
Why would I come with a horse and wagon? I have a car.
I thought you're connected to Trump, and he's right on He's on Central Park, actually. He's on Central Park South.
Oh, he's still in New York? I thought he left already.
He may have left, but I was there last night, and I saw him.
I love you. You're just a nut job. Why, again, another week, you're late every single week. This week, you're just not late. You didn't even show up for work, and you're not even listening to the show, how I'm complaining about everybody.
I was afraid you'd be complaining about me, so I figured innocence is bliss.
I was telling everybody at the beginning of the show, I went to Dr. Beller in Cornell, and I asked him to help me lose weight to do one of these surgeries. He says, I can't do it. He says, I can't do it on you, Heshy. Lose weight the normal way. Rachel, it doesn't work. I tried. You know that. I tried that. What do you mean lose the weight the normal way? I went on a fasting diet. I lost 10 pounds. I promise you when I started eating to reward myself, I got on the scale. I was 11 pounds. Boy, you
were 11 pounds less, or you are 11 pounds total?
Back. I got. Not only did I lose the 10 pounds, I got back 11 pounds. You know what I mean? It's just like, if I eat a slice of pizza, I gain weight. I just can't lose the weight. There's nothing I can do about it, Rich. There's nothing I can do about it.
You want to hear a good joke? Someone visited my parents' house. I know my mom is listening, I know she'll forgive me for this one, but my father will for sure love it. So I'm not going home to visit them tonight in case I'm in trouble. So she was showing them pictures. She said, "Wow, Mrs. Bernstein, you look beautiful." So she said, "Yes, after I had my last two children, Chiana and Zalman, I lost a lot of weight." So my father said to her, "What'd you do? Put money in Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes to find it?"
I don't think that was funny.
My mom will love you now. Hey,
but Rachel, my daughter.
You're the biggest fan. You know that my mother ran what's his name's campaign, Bibi Netanyahu's campaign, and he was successill.
Oh, really?
He's going to run the campaign. Yes, he's very important.
Help him. I just want to tell you something. Well, we're still on the diet story. I hate vegetarian altogether. Any salads, even though I try to eat it down, it's like terrible. So anyways, I buy my daughter-in-law, who's a vegetarian, these veggie burgers. You ever heard about these Beyond Burgers, vegetarian burgers? How could
they're very unhealthy.
But that's what how could a vegetarian burger be unhealthy? How could a vegetarian burger be unhealthy? Are you crazy?
I'm so glad that you actually are screaming at me over the phone and not across the desk.
But I want you to know, so I went and bought myself a vegetarian burger, and I actually cooked it, and I actually enjoyed it. Do you believe it? But I don't think it's going to help me lose weight.
Well, it depends how many you eat.
It was 4 of them that night.
It's 4 of them. That's not so bad, actually.
Really? Because I thought it was a plant. If you're eating a plant burger, how could it be bad for you?
First of all, I have to tell you a funny joke.
No, no more. No more jokes.
Okay, no more.
But I want to ask you, Rachel, what do you think about this lady that was arrested in the train station for selling her stuff? I dollar to. I mean, this is what the cops are busy with, right? Arresting people in the
Right.
trains, garbage tickets, pulling people over. Again, they're just not doing their jobs. And then everybody's telling me, Heshy, what are you doing about the hate crimes? I don't know. The cops are not around. I met this guy in the synagogue on Yom Kippur. I think his name is Yoli Weiss, whatever. He made a video with me at China Glot about eating. And again, he says, how could you hate the cops? I said, because the cops are so busy hating us. They're so busy when they pull you over, they're so nasty, or they just they just detain you, and you have to be scared of them. And I'm disappointed with them because they should be looking for flat tires, for people breaking into houses, for people hitting and running. And that's why they get away with it, because they're so busy standing on the street at 7 a.m. giving tickets. They're so excited to give tickets or hit their quotas. And again, this is how we're doing it. And I want you to hear this quote that I just heard: taxation by citation. Taxation through citation. That's what we're doing when we're taxing our citizens by just fining them. How could we fine over $4 billion? I mean, that means, you know how many people did guilty or illegal things? I mean, I'm scared, by mistake when I threw something out the window, somebody that was sitting in my car, oh, you're going to get a ticket. He was right. I did something wrong. But if you make a mistake, you just get a citation. There's no second chances. I don't know, Rachel. What is this city?
By the way, you know what? I have to tell you something. I went into the precinct just to meet one of the community liaisons on the 71st precinct. And first of all, he wasn't there. Okay, that's okay. And they told me nobody's there until 10 o'clock. And only the main, detectives, et cetera, coming at 10. So, wow, they have a good job, like the Rabbanut in Israel. And the rest of the officers coming at 8. So what happens if a crime happens in the middle of the night? Everyone's on vacation. It's unbelievable. They have cars lined up outside the precinct, but they're not looking to see if someone's in trouble. They're not preventing. I even told my community that I think that they should put a PSA, public service announcement. I think people in the neighborhood should be required to keep one light on in the back alleys. That would keep the neighborhood safe. Yeah. Why pay so much tax money and so many policemen? And by the way, half of the police officers can't speak proper English. It's unbelievable. They're not trained. They're not educated.
Wait, some of these police officers are so overweight. They shouldn't even be police officers. You know what I mean? I don't even understand that. I mean, you should see that. I mean, I know they're police officers 20, 30 years, but if you're not qualified to be a police officer or you have mental illness, retire. I know if one of my workers was mentally ill, I would fire them or ask them to leave, And here's another thing. I don't mind tattoos, but did you ever see some of them? They're so tattooed up.
No, I actually did. I was like, were they once criminals?
That's it. You and I think. I understand somebody having a tattoo. My father would never allow us to have a tattoo, especially he was a Holocaust survivor. But they're not tattooed. They're so tattooed up, you actually think that they're prisoners. I mean, I don't get this whole idea of tattoos. I think maybe you want to be cute with 1 or 2 tattoos, even though I think it's wrong to desecrate your body. But to tattoo it up top to the bottom, ugly, and you don't have answers for it. I don't know, sweetheart. It kills me.
First of all, I want to congratulate you. I heard that you had over 1,000 hits on your video with the Holocaust survivor. I hope she's going to be coming on the radio.
I'm trying to get her on. She has to. It's very delicate to take her out of her house. But yeah, I just posted it. I went to visit her. I always go see different people. But this Saturday night, I went to see Mrs. Reich because I was told I know her for years. I know the son, but I really wanted to go see her. And I haven't seen her for a long time. And when I went to her, she was just a wonderful woman, and people loved the video. And she was just with it. You should have seen her. She was just with the program.
I did. I watched that interview. I thought she really appreciated you coming to spend time with her. Her whole face was lit up.
She's not. I have it's 1 hour a week that you go to visit any older person. Go to any. See the face light up or Shabbos on your way home. Take your kids, stop off at somebody's home, just knock on the door, make kids for them. I'm telling you, you don't even know how the whole week will get better. How they wait for you to come. Yeah, what were you saying, sweetie?
Well, I want you to know, I didn't know how much you rubbed off on me, Big H. I hope they're not going to call me Big R. I hope I'm going to be Slim R. But I went the other day. I started going once a week, and I didn't know that you're doing this simultaneously. So I guess it's great that we're co-hosts. To visit a woman who lives on 58th and 3rd Avenue. and I bring different friends each time, and we sing to her all the Yiddish mama.
You got to take. I love that. You're
lullaby.
wonderful. Oh, I wish I could get to the city, but that is very good. You see, you're a good girl.
Crying.
That's what you have to do. That's what you have to do.
Now I know I have to thank you. You know, they say that the attitudes are contagious.
Oh, well,
I really want to thank you.
I want there should be a movement. We should try to get more kids involved. We should get more people involved to go visit. You don't
maybe
even
we
need
should
me.
start that, actually.
You don't even need us.
Someone was speaking to me today. They want to start something in honor of their sister who had passed away from epilepsy. But he said to me, I want to do something different that no one else does. Maybe we could do that Holocaust survivor visit. Adopt a Holocaust survivor. By the way,
it's not only a Holocaust survivor. How about Rachel? Just a senior citizen. You know, there's a young lady. There's a lady I met, a wonderful lady last year, 2 years ago. I met her, and she lost her daughter in a car accident. She started a special organization that gives beds and sheets and pillowcases out to newly married couples that could use it. She just started something different, and you should see people sign up. Yeah, you got to get a letter from your rabbi or whatever, and she gives them a whole bedding and setup, and that's a cool
Unbelievable
thing. And this is something different. Use your brain to do something different. Again, you don't need us to tell you, but Rachel, they don't need us. They themselves, young people, older people, should get their heads together and get it going.
That's right. Well, someone just started actually in Brooklyn. A makeup gemach. So anyone who needs makeup for a date, a wedding, a l'chaim, and can't afford it but wants to look beautiful, and they could come and they get free makeup here and meals, and it's really amazing. But I wanted to ask you something, your opinion, Heshy, Big H. It's really fun to be on the other end of the line, not be a co-host and be a caller. By the way,
I don't like you anymore.
I'm coming back. Don't worry. I'm not giving up the hot seat.
I was going to buy you dinner tonight. I'm so happy I saved my $40.
Me too. I'm so happy you saved it also because we both need to lose weight, right?
That's true.
Because I'm going to be on your campaign. We're going to be on TV and the camera adds 10 pounds.
You know, my nephew was telling me, they were telling him in court, oh, we heard your uncle's running for office. I said, how did you know? I didn't really announce it. Truth of the matter is, we
announce it every night.
Every night. I know. It's what I said to myself. Really, I do announce it.
I have a good idea.
Yeah.
We should just tell everyone you're already councilman. The whole world will think you're councilman.
Not good. I want them to come out to vote for me. Yes.
All right. We'll make sure they come out to vote. We're going to make buses with hot dogs and sauerkraut.
I want to ask you one question. Our show is coming to the end in a few minutes, and I have a few things to say. You know this guy.
I have a question for you too.
Okay.
By the way,
but you know who Hillary Clinton is, right?
Thank God I don't know her well. Okay. I really wanted to know her. So she started
this. I believe that she started this trouble that she caused for Trump, telling everybody that he had Russian collusion. That means is that he went and he's part of Russia. He's a spy for Russia. Our president is. She actually says this. You know, it's just like a stupid thing. Don't you think that even considering that President Trump was a Russian spy or did Russian collusion? I mean, it was ridiculous. And the whole $30 million investigation proved nothing. Now, Hillary, just to show you, I wasn't sure. Is Hillary right? Hillary wrong? Maybe she's just on drugs, or maybe she's just an idiot or vindictive woman. She now goes out, and I was watching The View. There was a commercial that there's a lady running for president. Her name is Tulsi Gabbard. She's a representative of Congress from Hawaii. Very nice lady. Served 2 terms in the army. Okay, actually served two tours in the army. She is a hero in a sense, a woman, a family lady, ran for Congress and won. And now Hillary Clinton says that she might be a spy for Russia. I mean, just like that. I mean, what do you say about that? How does she have a right to do that? How do you have a right just to say stupid stuff like that? And we, the people, even listen to it. Idiots on The View, these famous co-hosts.
So first of all,
Whoopi Goldberg, a wacko.
I wanted to discuss this with you because, first of all, I just got a text message. Someone knows that hears that I'm online, that I'm on the radio. Says that Hillary Clinton says many people are urging her to run. By the way, you don't have to announce that many people in Yahoo News. You don't have to announce it when you have many people. I actually heard of a rabbi in Manhattan. I will never forget this. I taught in his school, so the school has to remain nameless. He had his 80th birthday, very famous rabbi, and he brought in the Russian choir, and he announces that his best friend from Florida bought him the Russian choir's 80th birthday present. I went over to the daughter, and I said, wow. And she said, wow, nothing. My father didn't buy it. The guy asked him, can I use your name? I'll fly you in and your kids because I want other people of my fans to think I got presents so that they'll also want to get me presents. And the guy said yes. Now, I want to discuss with you something very important, Heshy. I think you may have the answer to the solution, or at least hopefully you could have an effect through your radio show or anything else, what to do. You know, Trump came into town, very nice. He was greeted by, it's all over the newspapers, many Jewish and religious and Orthodox and Lubavitch supporters. You know, there are people that are in real need, desperate need, people that end up in your house, people that are going through divorces, people that are losing their homes, people that have bad names, just like that, just like Hillary Clinton made up about them because someone knows that they have information on them, so they say they're crazy or they're poor or it's a meshugana. Meanwhile, they're throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars at Trump. Why? Because they're so excited.
Stop. Millions of dollars.
Millions. They're excited to get their picture in the newspaper. As a matter of fact,
and they don't even get to spend. A lot of them don't even get to see to touch him. Only the very few, but they get to listen to his speech and hang out in the same room with him. It's ridiculous. Exactly. I mean, I like Trump. Give a little bit of money, you know, but it's just crazy.
I like Trump too, but you have to help you have to help the people in your neighborhood. I actually saw that we're Jewish, we're religious, we believe in God, we believe in the Bible.
Okay, Rachel, we're going to go to. I want to tell you, we're coming down.
I knew it. I brought God in. And
it's not God. I love God, but you have to talk about the issues that will help the people. And you know, I just want to tell you something.
This is an issue, and I want to know what you're going to do about it, Heshy. How are you going to change it? In every community, we have the same problem. A person who people think will give them a favor in return, they'll hash out money in a second. But the people who are down and out could you know roll over and die.
I agree, and we have to start small, and that's why everybody says, "Oh, why don't you run for assembly?" I want to work on my community. You know, we have next to my councilman, and I've advised him. There's 2 drug dens, and he has done nothing about that. And Mr. Eichenstein did get the cops to go in and shot down a drug den in our Flatbush part of the neighborhood. This is the thing.
You shut down in Crown Heights too.
We have to be on top of this. Again, our people don't care about it. We're not starting with the first one, and we let this continue. We let our children get hurt. You know, we're screaming about this vaping cigarette,
100%.
But we're legalizing marijuana. I mean, it's just.
I want to tell you something else. Dr. Rosen from Crown Heights, he runs all these workshops about how to prevent suicide. But I know a few kids in the neighborhood that turned to him for help and said, I don't want to get involved. I'm not going to testify in court. And he shut them down. I know an old lady who came in, a relative of mine, not so old. She's going to kill me for saying she's old. She's young and beautiful, like 18 years old. Anyway, she came and she was having a kidney stone attack. And his secretary said, you need to wait online because there's 3 ladies who have well baby visits before. What is going on? When are people going to wake up and start doing the right thing, not just smell the coffee?
Well, a lot of people do the right thing, and the point is, but our politicians are not, and we cry about it. You know, I want to tell you one more thing.
You know, I love you, Heshy. You know why?
Why?
We turned this all around. I became the bad guy complaining today, and you're the good politician.
No.
You're becoming a politician.
Wait till I get elected, then our radio show might have more listeners. but before I'm going to do our closing commercials, I want you to know that you're going to like this one. The city of New York, this idiot Blasio and Governor Cuomo, they're making a new rule now that, you know, when you rent, and this is going to be real bad, that if you have a building and you don't have a C of O, that means, now I'm not sure of what this law is, but it's going all over the place. If your building never had a C of O because it was an old building from the 1930s or before 1964, a lot of buildings don't have a certificate of occupancy. But we know what the occupancy is: 12 units, 3 units, 5 units. So the new rule is coming out that if you don't have a C of O, you can't collect rent. Now, all these tenants.
I love it.
Well, I know you love that. And here's my problem: all the landlords.
I think every person who can't afford it should find a landlord who doesn't have a CFO move in.
But here's the problem: now landlords are not. Why would landlords want to rent an apartment where they have to give heat, where they have to give services, and not only that, they're going to get fined and ticketed. Now the banks are going to lose it because the landlords can't pay their mortgages. We understood till now we can't raise the rents. Now we can't even collect rent. That means the city of New York is going to make. You're right. My business is going to get busy.
I'm voting for whoever.
But that's wrong. But you know what? You know how many millions of dollars the city's going to get now by everybody have to filing new C of Os. People with 1 or 2 family houses that want to just rent their house out since there's no C of O, since it's an old house.
Well, I have a better solution. The truth is, I'm not going to be biased now. I think that what you need to work on is making it easier for the owners to get CFOs.
Correct.
I believe in
It should be, but the red tape is so terrible. I mean, 8-9 months, a year, and just remember, I have a client now fighting with his tenant. He got his plans, his permits, and he legalized everything, and the tenant won't let him in get final inspection. He can't get a CFO, and now they're taking him to court.
She's not allowed. She's not allowed to not let him in.
Yeah,
right?
sure there is. You don't have to let anybody into your house unless you take them to court and fight yourself to get in there. You know, I met a guy today.
Thanks for teaching me that, Heshy.
I'm ashamed, but I met a guy today, Archie, a Russian friend of mine that I didn't see in 25 years, and he popped in, and he's just getting in trouble because they're just, as a landlord, he's getting a heartache by other people getting restraining orders or forcing their way in. I mean, this would never be happening anywhere else normal, but the city of New York is just bullying us. It's like some kind of stormtrooper.
What are we going to do? Are we moving out of New York? Or
No. My name is not Leon Goldenberg, who screwed everybody in this town, bought up people's buildings, foreclosed on their properties. I mean, took people who are in trouble and bought their buildings cheap. He made himself a lot of money. Now that he's wealthy, now the city's changing the laws. Let's run. I don't run from a fight. I stand and fight. That's what I've done all my life. We have to fight back. We cannot allow these idiots just to torture us. We need a new mayor, a normal person, but I don't know who's going to run that has brains. I mean, I hope Jumaane Williams doesn't. That man is just a hateful little man. I don't know how he won his election again. I mean, we need a whole new city council, really one to the top, wipe them out clean and put in a whole new group of people. But we're not going to do that because we're scared and a couple of the big boys have favors. This is just not right. Guys, wake up and get rid of these people once and for all. We need a change. You cannot allow hundreds of millions of dollars, and really landlords are going to go bankrupt. Banks are going to go bankrupt. We're going to ruin the We're looking for a way to screw the economy. I mean, this de Blasio is not happy enough to tax us 70%. He wants to just wipe us clean, anybody who made money. I mean, this lady, Miss Warren, you know what she said? And I'm going to ask you a question, Rachel. She gets on, says Biden said something bad about her. So since he said something bad, he's sexist. I mean, if you say something bad about a woman, you're sexist? Is that the way it works?
If you say something bad about a man, are you sexist?
No, because you all call us bad names anyways. I mean, I come home sometimes and my wife calls me a weird name and I have no idea what I did that day.
What did she call you instead of Heshy? But I want to know the names. Does she call you Shmuley?
If she did, she'd be in trouble.
This is amazing. I hope you made a shout out for Mirana.
I was going to make a shout out for Mirana. My beautiful granddaughter is already, I think, 9 months, and her birthday is in January. My wife's birthday is January 27th. Mine is January 29th. And when do you think Miranava's birthday is?
28.
Beautiful, wonderful. I know you heard that before. And my daughter-in-law.
I didn't.
Really?
I didn't. But you're a very, very good leader.
But my daughter-in-law did it. My daughter-in-law did it purposely because she had to do the cesarean and she didn't want to pick my day. She was supposed to be born on my day. She purposely did it on January 28th. Not to have. I know. Sure. I'm very disappointed.
You know what? I want to tell you something. Is she Tehila Tischler? Who has the beauty in you, takes out the beauty in you? Is that
That's right. Tehila Tischler, the beauty in you. We're going to have to do that commercial. I forgot to even say that today. Yeah.
Not only that, I think she's brilliant. I think she has all three, 27, 28, and 29. She didn't want to steal your thunder, Big H, because you know why? What? No one can steal your thunder.
You are wonderful, Rachel. Rachel, you're great. And you better be on time for next week. I'm hanging up on you.
100%.
You better be on time next week or I'm going to have to fine you, even though I don't pay you.
I need to say a big mazel tov to my youngest brother, Zalman Shimon. He gave birth to a baby boy yesterday.
Congratulations.
My father, thank God, Kanai Nahara, the Lang Gezun. And my mother should have lots of nachas, their youngest son, many years. And the Mirz Hashem, the bris will be on time.
Bye, Rachel. Thank you, Rachel. I hope you come Thanksgiving to our house because I invited everybody to the Thanksgiving dinner.
Well, I would never miss an invitation. That's why I know you don't invite me too often, because anytime you invite me, I'm there.
I know. Good night, Rachel.
Good night.
Hello, everybody. So anyways, everybody, we're coming to the end of the show, and I'd like to just thank all my sponsors, Chamula Jewelers. They're located at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980, 718-336-1980. Go to Chamula Jewelers. They're a family-owned jewelry business. Again, they're located at 944 Kings Highway, 718-336-1980. And, of course, Tehila Tischler, just like you heard Rachel say, TEETEESTYLES.com, 718-675 675-6842. She brings out the beauty in you. Excellent. Thank you for reminding me there, Rachel. 718-675-6842. And then, of course, we have technical difficulties at 1504 60th Street for all your computer needs. He can tie into your computer. He can fix your problems. He can fix all your breakdowns and all your viruses. 718-259-4593, 718-259-4593. Or you can just text me at the Just Enough Heshy Show, or email me at justenoughheshy@gmail.com, Twitter me at justenoughheshy@gmail at Twitter, or Facebook me at Just Enough Heshy, and we'll give you all of our sponsors' phone numbers. 777 Barbershop. Really, guys, go to him. He's a very good guy, located at 4225 18th Avenue, 718-484-2499, 718-484-2499. And don't forget, of course, our $25 car rental. He's located on 18th Avenue and Coney Island Avenue. For $25 a day and $35 for a minivan, you can get cars. You rent it on a Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You can have it away all the way across. 718-851-2000. Again, located off the 18th Avenue and Coney Island Avenue. If you have an accident or a problem, he'll build the insurance company for you. And then Green Line Building Solutions, located on 16th Avenue and 54th Street. 718-871-0382 for all your building department needs, fire department, ECB violations, criminal violations. We come and we fight you. Thank you, everybody, for listening to my show. Hope to see you next Wednesday. We have Baruch Cohen, a litigator. He's going to be a wonderful guest. He's really going to teach us how to have the killer instinct and how to be a lawyer the right way without embarrassing and hurting your fellow and even your opposition. Thanks a lot.
В Нью-Йорке 10 часов вечера.